Okay, good evening, YouTube. It's 5:47 and p.m. And I felt pretty creative to do another YouTube video. And what actually happened is a few weeks ago I joined a Facebook group called Prog Bar. I'm sorry, a few days ago. Just a few days ago I joined about 4 days ago maybe. And where you talk about all your favorite prog bands and post stuff on Facebook. It's a fun group. And everyone knows that I'm a prog rock nut. Like, prog rock is my favorite genre. I love prog. My favorite bands are prog. Um, and one user in there, I can't remember his name or who it was. Let me see if I can find out what his name was. Um, his name on Facebook is Massimo Relis. Massimo Relis, if you're watching this. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, but he put this video up on YouTube of a kid. I say kid because he looked really young. Of the top 11 prog albums of all time, and his personal favorite 11 prog albums, from 11 to number 1, in his record and CD collection. And it's by a user named John's Rock in Vinyl 77. And I don't know much about this user. I just came across it right now, and I'm thinking I thought about making my top 11 prog albums that I have in my CD collection, but I thought, you know what? I'll do DVDs instead. And what I did do earlier is I took a picture with my cell phone and put the 8 of the DVDs of my favorite prog DVDs that I have in my collection on the prog bar. So I thought, the albums they get done to death, but DVDs don't get done that much. So I'm going to show you 8 of my favorite progressive rock DVDs, and they're going to be in random order. I'm not going to rank them because it's just easier to show them. Some these are just completely random. I'm not ranking them from least favorite to favorite. But I'm going to start with this one. Classic albums: Pink Floyd, The Making of the Dark Side of the Moon. When I first got this on DVD, it was one of the first DVDs I ever got when I first got a DVD player. I love the classic album series. They've done some really great albums from some of my favorite groups, and this has got interviews with all 4 of the members of Pink Floyd, and Alan Parsons in there, and there's behind the scenes stuff, and they talk about you know concepts of the album, the songwriting, and they're all interviewed, and it's a really good one. You can get this DVD anywhere. You can get it, probably any if you have a real record store like Waterloo Records or Amoeba Records or Plan 9. I mean, wherever you live, you could find this. You can probably find a pretty good price for this on eBay or Amazon. So Pink Floyd, Making of the Dark Side of the Moon by Classic Albums is one. And another one, I used to have a lot more DVDs by this band, but I was falling on some tough times. I had to sell all the DVDs I had from them, but I did buy back when I had some money again. This one, Yes, House of Yes, from the House of Blues on the Ladder tour. Now, I personally love the Ladder album. I think the Ladder is their best album since Drama. I think it's a great record, very underrated. Not everybody seems to love Drama. The Ladder, but I love it. Homeworld is great. I love the Homeworld song. I love, Lightning Strikes. And that song, what is it? To Be Alive. Yeah, I love that one. But this is a really good 1999 concert of them at the House of Blues in Las Vegas, of all places, with the lineup of, they got Billy Sherwood on guitar, Steve Howe on guitar, so you have 2 guitar players, John Anderson on vocals, Igor Koroshev on keyboards, he didn't last long, Alan White on drums, and the late great amazing Fish, Chris Squire on the bass. I miss that guy so much. But yeah, I recommend this, especially if you love the Ladder album. I think the Ladder is a great record. But yeah, House of Yes, live from the House of Blues. And here we go on. Here's one. I got two of this band's DVDs. I'm a huge fan of this band's early to mid 80s output when they had Fish in the band. When I say Fish, you know what I'm talking about. Marillion, Recital of the Script. show from their Script for a Jester's Cheer Tour at the Hammersmith Odeon in 1983. This is actually their original drummer Mick Pointier's last ever show. This is a really great live DVD. I've been wanting this for a long time. When I finally got it, I couldn't wait to watch it. The concert's really, really good. Mostly stuff from the first album. You got Grendel on here and Market Square Heroes. So yeah, they play the whole first album. And then the extras, there's He Knows You Know from Marquee Club in, is that London? Somewhere in England. London, I believe. Market Square Heroes next to that very, I guess rare Fish interview backstage after a show, after the Marquee show, I think. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. Highly recommend this. This is a great classic DVD. I love this. Here's a fun one. I actually did a little video on a before and after thing, just to be fun. I don't really know a whole lot about this band, but I have a few of their albums on my hard drive. I used to have their Mirage CD way back in the day, and again, I sold it because I needed desperate times. But this is a really great DVD. If you Camel fans have not seen this, Camel Footage. This has got some great stuff. A good chronological retrospective of them from Old Grey Whistle Test. Well, first it starts off with nice little intro of camels walking around. It's the intro for Moon Madness, and then there's a promo for Never Let Go, Old Grey Whistle Test with a few songs, and BBC Sight and Sound, a few songs from Rain Dances and Moon Madness, City Life music video in '81, really great, captured from the Hammersmith Odeon, again, show from that, Hopeless Anger, Whispers in the Rain from Town and Country. It's bootleg footage from the audience. I guess they confiscated it and put it on here. And it's Billboard Live unreleased footage that we hadn't seen before. Preparation and Dunkirk, and bonus extra footage, Left Luggage of with Andy Latimer, Andy Ward, and Doug Ferguson playing in the studio, recording a new song called, at the time, new Left Luggage, which I don't think has ever been released. It says it's recorded for a forthcoming album, and we haven't seen an album since Nod and a Wink from 2002, so will Camel ever put out another album? I've heard that Andy Latimer says he's got enough for 5 albums. Enough material for 5 albums. Whether he will release it or not, I don't know. And here's one. I've had this one for a while, and I sold it and then bought it back. And I love this DVD. I love it. Some of the fans of this band really didn't like it, and I can see kind of why they didn't, but I don't care. I think it's great. The Genesis Songbook talks about their songs and their songwriting, and kind of it's chronological history, and they're all interviewed, which is really cool. And one thing I really got to say here is I'm glad that Ray Wilson gets some camera time on this, who sang on he did one and only album from them, Calling All Stations, the very last Genesis album. Maybe ever. Don't know if we'll ever get another Genesis album, but I love Calling All Stations. I'm a Genesis fan from Trespass up to Wind and Wuthering. That's my Genesis, but Calling All Stations, I think it's a great album. I really wish they would have made a few more records with Ray. But I know that not all the fans accepted him, and they were old hat at that time. But I love Calling All Stations, and you see him talk on this. And there's Pierre Gabriel's on this, and Steve Hackett, Anthony Phillips, Phil Collins, Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford. And even Tony Smith, their manager, is on here. And he says some interesting things, too. And they skip over some things, but there's some really interesting stories by the band members, some really great, and I love hearing these guys talk. I hang on to every word, and Genesis Songbook is great. This one's very special to me, and I'll tell you a few things. This was the very first DVD I ever got. Like, the Christmas, I got a DVD player. My sister bought this for me. It's a 2 DVD set, King Crimson's 2003 DVD, Eyes Wide Open. If you look, I went to go see, and this is on YouTube too, you can see this. In fact, I'll put a link in the description if you want to see this. I met Pat Mostolato. He was in Austin where I was living at the time. He did a drum clinic, and I had him sign my DVD. His wife filmed it with the flip cam, and that's his autograph. If you could see that, he signed it. That's his autograph. This is a 2 DVD set. The DVD 1 is excellent. It's them live in Japan on their Power to Believe tour. And Power to Believe is a killer record. A really great show on this. I really like. Good set list. Good on the new songs. They play one Thrax song one time, and then a few Construction of Light songs, and I didn't like Construction of Light. DVD 2 is okay, but it's way too many Construction of Light songs, and it's okay. When they play Dinosaur, I like it. Some of the Thrax songs are good, but I just really, the one album I just absolutely can't stand is Construction of Light. But really, I'm kind of cheating on this one because I also like Neil and Jack and Me, and there's 2 shows on that, and I love both shows. But this one's just really special because that Japan show is just, in 2003, is so good. So King Crimson, Eyes Wide Open is great. And here's a really good one. I've been wanting this one for a long time. Been a fan of this band since I was about 22. I've got quite a bit of their stuff, and I made a collection video, which I'll put a link to that in the description. You'll see everything I have currently, and at the time of the video, what I have from Vandegraaff Generator. So this is live at the Paradiso. This is them. It's their 6th show on their 2007 tour. It was before Trisector came out, but they play a couple of new songs. They play Lifetime and all that before, which were put on Trisector, which is a great record, but setlist is good. Opening with Lemmings, Murgley's 3, Songwriters Guild's great, Scorched Earth, Sleepwalkers, Manurg, Every Bloody Emperor from Present is awesome. Just really great DVD. I mean, these guys are, in their 60s here, and they're so energetic, full of energy on this. It's killer DVD. Love Live at the Paradiso. I watched this a bunch. I couldn't live without this DVD. Gotta have this in my collection. Huge Vandegraaff Generator fan. Love Peter Hamill and Guy Evans. Now this last one, might be kind of controversial. Some people might not say that these guys are prog. If you say they are prog, I won't argue with you. But if you say they aren't prog, I won't argue with you either. They're one of my huge fan of this band. Love them. Probably my top 10 favorite bands. Have quite a bit of their stuff on CD. One thing that you can't deny about this band is they're experimental. They were very experimental. And when this DVD came out, they started to re-release their catalog. 4 albums every year. Remaster it. I love this DVD. 2 DVD set with a audio CD of solo works by the 4 band members. Can DVD. Now I love this, and I've watched this many times, and I just think this is a killer DVD. Sad that we lost, Michael Caroli, Holger Schuke, and Jackie Liebezeit. So all we have left is Ermin Schmidt. The others have sadly passed away and gone to rock and roll heaven, where I hope those 3 guys are playing in a band. And Rebop Kuba, I don't know how to pronounce his name, who used to be with Traffic, played on a couple of Can albums, Out of Reach and Can. Hopefully is up there jamming on the congas with them too. But the Can DVD, killer, love it. So those are 8 of my prog DVDs that I have. And I have other prog DVDs, but they're from like some of the same bands. And I just wanted to put one DVD per band. I didn't want to have like multiple. But I'm going to be getting Pendragon's Past and Presents DVD in the mail. I have a bootleg copy of it, but I got paid today, so I bought Pendragon's Past and Presents DVD, which is really good. So that'll be another one to add in my collection. I'm getting a Pendragon shirt. Couldn't find a Pendragon shirt for the longest time, and I finally found a website that has a nice Masquerade 20, the 20th anniversary of the Masquerade Overture album. There's a DVD of that I want to get to. I only have 2 more paychecks left. I got paid today, so I treated myself a little bit. So I got the Pendragon shirt, the Pendragon DVD. So I can't buy anything for a while. But yeah, there's definitely some more prog DVDs I need to get. I need to get some Jethro Tull, because I don't have any of their stuff on DVD. And yeah, I need some Jethro Tull. I used to have some Emerson, Lake of Palmer. Don't have any of that anymore. I had a couple of their DVDs. Actually, I had 3 of their DVDs, and I don't have any anymore. I have all the official King Crimsons. The only Van der Graaf one I don't have is Rock Palace, which just came out recently, but I have the other 3, God Bluff, Live at Paradiso, and Live at Metropolis Studios. I have all, and you'll see that, and like I said, I'll put a link. So those are my favorite, 8 of my favorite prog DVDs, and I won't talk your ear off anymore. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you later on YouTube on with maybe some more creative videos. Might do another DVD one sometime in the future just to be fun. But that's a wrap. I will see you on the flip side. May be going to San Marcos tomorrow at Texas Gamers Lounge with my boy, with my partner in crime and video game crime, Anthony Zuniga. Him and I go way back. Before you were even born, we go way back. And so you'll see some footage, hopefully some video game footage, if I can make it. I'm thinking I can. It's kind of a 50-50 thing, but I'll definitely know by tomorrow, and you'll see some video game footage. I had a few video game, but me playing some games on my channel. So I don't talk your ear off anymore. I'll see you on the flip side. Hope you guys are all progging on, and you like prog, and like my channel. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up. I will see you with another video. Thanks for watching. You have a good day, and I've got 2 more paychecks left for Toys R Us, and got to save that money. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.